He also maintained that, well, it is voluntary, so you may opt out if you don't want. And I have to also argue that there's a difference between government exempting you or the issuer exempting you from this restructuring and you yourself opting out. I have worked in the market. The minister has also worked in the market. So I believe the two of us, we know that exemption is different from coming out of the exercising your option. And I say, if the issuer exempts you from a restructuring, the issuer is telling you that for these dates, I don't have a challenge. I can handle whatever there is that I have to handle. That is why I am not restructuring it. That is what exemption means. These ones I can handle. I owe 2 million. I can handle 500,000. So for this 500,000, I won't restructure. The ones I cannot handle is what I'm restructuring. So that is exemption. But when the ones that I'm going to restructure, you decide not to come under it, you yourself decide that you want to opt out of that, that has not been exempted. That is one or two of holders. You are one of two holders or one of the holders of those bonds that I have said I may have some challenges handling the coupon and the principal payment. That is why I am restructuring. So if you don't come under that and there is a problem, then you ought to have known already that yes, the issuer said he may have challenges. That is why he was restructuring. And so if I didn't go under it, then I stand a risk, if it ever comes, that the issuer might not be able to pay. But if you have exempted me, then the issuer has given the assurance that for these bonds, for these days, I don't have a problem handling them. So I don't want to restructure. These are things that, well, it will come to a time that by, preference, you may have preference for something, or some people will have to be treated priority. If you owe people and you are paying, your money can't cover all, you go by priority. What do I do first? What do I do first? I say, well, that is fine. But if you have exempted me, at least I know I have a priority over the person who you didn't exempt, but he kept on holding it. So please exempt us so that we know we are in that category of exempted bonds, but not in the category of we opting out of the bonds. So please do the exemption for us. So we have said all these things to the minister, that what we want is the exemption. There can be risks why you have exempted us, but I said the risk that will be associated with the exempted bonds is much, much lower than the risk associated with those that were not exempted, but you decided to keep out of the SG. So that is what we have discussed, and we have said we want the exemption. So you should look at these figures and look at that and come and tell us. Otherwise, we will keep on exercising our rights to be picketing here.
What was his final?
What was his response?
Well, he hasn't gotten any other response to show that he thinks that we should take. We say, well, our members have looked at all. Your main concern of tradability, they say don't worry about tradability. They are not interested in that. They want to keep their coupons, their bonds, and get their coupons as they are getting. But if you exempt us, we are more assured than if we decide to opt out.